Here I have an assortment of prying tools. They're made out of some kind of composite, so if you're working on something you want to pry it, these are great. Again, do not leave them. Punches. This is a set of brass punches that I have. If you're working on something and again, these typically aren't going to leave a mark because they're brass. So, but the tips break easy. So if you're not using it on the right application, you're pounding really hard. Don't be surprised if the tip of the punch chips. Set of steel punches here, and I got another set of punches for starting like small pins. You can screw up using the wrong kind of punch. So do a little bit of research, find out which ones you need. I would suggest minimally a set of steel and a set of brass, and that'll get you going. Something I acquired, it's a pad. This one's for Glock, so you can work on your guns. It also has an exploded view of how it all breaks down, so if you're working on your firearm and you can find it in that model, it's a great reference tool. Pretty thick pad, so again, if you're dropping parts or you're working on parts, this will help protect your firearm. I do have duct tape, and most importantly probably electrical tape. Again, wrapping parts, maybe the tips of the tools in some electrical tape. Again, any precautions you can take from not screwing up your firearms or the parts, do it. I would suggest definitely having electrical tape on hand. These are kind of some specific parts. This is a AR15 armorer's wrench, which I'm working on a AR15 project right now, and this does a bunch of different stuff, so good to have if you're working on an AR15. These are like a set of like a takedown bar for your delta ring. Until I watched a couple videos not too long ago, you don't really need to have this, but I did use it and it worked. But it's probably unnecessary because you can push on the delta ring yourself if you're doing, you know, I use this for swapping out my standard front furniture on the AR for a quad rail, but I found out I didn't really need it. This is a lower receiver action block for, again, an AR15. Going to be working on it. Pop this into your lower receiver after you have it assembled, or at least as long as you have the mag catch in, and then you can work on it right there. It's a pretty handy tool. This one is a AR15 upper receiver block. Again, working on a project I have used this, and we'll be using it some more here. Good tool. If you're going to be working on sights on your pistols, or this one pertains to Glock. It's from Glockmeister. This is the rear sight, and this is the front sight tool. You can get these types of sight pushers for just about any pistol. Again, this one particular to Glock. So if you're going to be working on sights, I suggest this. This will make your life easier. This is an AR15 front sight adjustment tool. It's got the 4 and the 5 slot, so depending on your front sight post, you'll need to have one of these if, again, you have an AR15. This is a Glock disassembly tool. It's all you need to take down a Glock. Again, particular to Glock. This is a 1911 takedown wrench. Again, certain pistols, certain firearms that you have may include their specific tools. Hold on to them. You find you may or may not need them, but it's always good to have them. So this came with my 1911. I have a cordless power drill here. It came in handy doing the conversions on the Segas for moving the trigger groups, drilling out rivets. There's probably a number of other things that this can be used for, but mainly drilling, and very handy, good to have. Some Loctite. I've got blue and red. If you're taking out parts and swapping them, doing some kind of a conversion, and those parts need to stay put or need to not accidentally rattle free or come loose, you're going to want to use Loctite. Your blue is your temporary Loctite, and your red is basically your permanent. This is just what I have. You'll find out what you need depending on what type of work you're doing on your firearms. I've only purchased, I've had these certain house tools because I'm in the construction trade. So I had some of those. Those will get you by a little bit, but I found out you can quickly screw up some things. So it's definitely an investment to start purchasing some tools over time. Again, depending on your project. Start off with a vise. Can't stress this enough how much this makes it easier for you to do your work. If you have a place to set it up, this is great. If not, then you'll figure out a way to do without it. But once you get this, you'll be wondering how you got any other work done prior. So vise, very good to have. A set of soft jaws, a gunsmithing a gunsmithing screwdriver set, maybe a hammer, and maybe a couple of precision small miniature tools, and you can pretty much get going. So this is pretty much what I've accumulated over about a year and a half, and I will be picking up more tools depending on which jobs I'm going to be doing on firearms and which firearms I get. So thanks for watching, appreciate it, and hopefully this helps you out if you're thinking about doing a project and you're not sure what you might need or something like that. Go online, check out the online stores. You can find all kinds of stuff. You can find a couple things here and there at your local shops. I guess it all depends on where you live. My local shops don't have a whole lot of tools. Mostly cleaning supplies, ammo, and accessories and stuff like that. Tools you're probably going to have to find online. So, hope this video helps.